Hi everybody, Sherry Sicard, aka Cannabis Sherry here, and I'm here today with Mitch Mandel, Cannabis Sherry's cultivation editor, because we're going to be talking about the Vivosun LS1000 LED grow light. But before we get to that, I just want to remind everybody, hit that YouTube subscribe button and notification bell, because we try to upload new videos every Wednesday.
Right.
So, hi Mitch, you've been taking a look at the Vivosun light.
Right.
Tell us a little bit more about it.
The Vivo Sunlight is much like the other lights that we've been reviewing in the past in the 1000 series from Mars Hydro, Spider Farmer, Sayhon, and I think some others. But
There'll be links to those in the comments below, so you
Right.
can check those out, yeah.
this light, like the others, is a good entry-level light for a one-plant grow, maybe even a two small plant grow in a 2x2 tent. Actually, you don't need to be entry level. You just, if you're growing in a small space,
Right.
this size light is a good size light to go with. And as you can see from the box, it doesn't come with in a very big box, so it's not huge for shipping or anything like that. It's easy to get. I'm not going to do the full open boxing because we've already opened the box.
Yep, it's not Christmas.
It's
It's
not
not a big
Christmas,
surprise.
no,
We've
so-
opened the box before, but show us the light anyway.
But I'll show you what's in here. Well, in there it comes with the, your power cord, your ratchets for hanging. Very cool shades.
Oh, well, that was nice.
Yes.
The other lights did not give us cool shades.
No, you do need to wear, you should wear sunglasses when working around the grow lights because today's LEDs and today's grow lights put out a lot of light and they're very bright. And they could potentially damage your eyes if you're not careful working around them, if you're looking at them too much.
Okay.
Okay, here's some hanger brackets to hang it with.
Now,
And
this light does have Samsung diodes, I see.
Yes.
301 Samsung diodes and a Vivosun driver. I haven't heard of that driver before.
Yeah, this is the first light that we've received there's a few differences between this light and the other ones we received.
Okay.
The other lights all seem to have a shroud or a frame around them for reflectivity, but I'm not really quite sure that's necessary because LEDs are designed for very specific range of light and they don't really deviate much out of their ranges. So maybe they're saving a little bit of weight, a little bit of money by not putting on a reflective frame. But that will, we can tell more about that once you do a grow. But I don't think it's an issue. It just they just didn't put
It's
it on.
just different than the
They just put
others,
it on.
yeah, right.
The other difference they have is they've painted theirs black,
Okay.
which I'm not sure that's a great idea because this one did seem to run a little bit hotter.
Okay.
By 3 or 4 degrees, which really is not going to make a big difference in a grow tent, but it does run a little bit hotter.
A little bit hotter. And Mitch was talking about the temperatures. We actually tested this light and compared this among the other lights that we reviewed. We haven't put that video up yet. It's going to go up in a week or two, so depending on when you're watching this, there may or may not be a link to that in the comments, but I will put a link to that in the comments once we make that video live because we did use a par meter to test the lights, the different 1000 series lights that we have. And our test results, surprisingly, were pretty different than what they claimed on the websites, the manufacturers.
Yeah, they didn't quite live up to the manufacturer standards, but the test results themselves weren't as surprising based upon the lights and how they're built and
Right.
what they are.
It's just that they were different than what the manufacturer claims, but okay.
So, the other difference between this grow light and the other ones that the other manufacturers put out that are similar is they've covered the ballast. It's got a plastic covering with some venting on the side, which, again, not sure if that's a great idea because anytime you cover something, you get more heat.
Right.
But
we haven't actually grown with this yet, so
Yeah.
we're going to have to see how that works when we put that to the test.
they also painted theirs a nice. It's black. I said black.
Yeah.
Which all the others are silver, the silver aluminum. The final difference is in the dimmer switch.
Right.
It's the on-off switch and it's a dimmer, and this one goes in 25% grades.
Right. 25%, 50%,
Right.
75%.
Right. Where all the
or
others
100.
are very specific dialing. I don't know if it matters. I don't think it really matters because when you're growing, you don't really need to be it's nice to be at specific, but not uber specific. So when you're growing your veg, you can be at 25 or 50. Either one is fine. And then once you get to flowering, you can go all the way up to 100 and 75 when you're in between those two areas. You don't get the fine changes that you get from a smooth dial, but I think this would work just as well.
So it's still a quality light,
Yeah.
or so we think. We'll be back once we actually put it to the growing test.
It has, I think it says 301 dots.
301, yeah, Samsung diodes.
LEDs. And it also has, in with the mix, they have some ultraviolets, I believe. They don't talk about what they have. They do call it a full spectrum from 380 nanometers to 780. Which is a full spectrum, which you want in LED lights these days. But they don't talk about the mix of different lights that they're using. But you can see the different color lights that are in here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like 14 ultraviolet lights in there, it looks like.
Okay. All right. Well, check out back with us in a few weeks when we do that comparison where we compare the Vivosun light with Spider Farmer, Mars Hydro, and Sayhon, I believe.
All in the 1000 series.
All in the 1000 series, and we'll see who really performed. So that's coming soon. See you all next time.